Well, a local mom felt the only way she could understand her soldier son's death was to put herself in his shoes. For Nanette West, that meant traveling to Iraq. She just returned to Central Texas, and our Erin Cargyle has a story of her journey.
This flag was flying over FOB Normandy when he died, and they sent it to me.
It's the first thing you see when you walk into Nanette West's home.
This is my son's room.
Because the last place this mother wants to put her son's pictures and mementos is in a box.
Every night before I went to bed, I would come kiss him on the head, because that's my little boy.
When her son, Army First Lieutenant Kyle West, was killed on Memorial Day 2007, trying to rescue soldiers from a downed helicopter in eastern Iraq, she thought there was only one way to understand it.
I wanted to see where he was. I wanted to see what he was doing, how he was living, what they were doing over there, how he died.
She tried to enlist in the Army, but was told she was too old, and then landed a job as a civilian contractor and was headed to Iraq 15 months after Kyle's death.
My first goal was just to get there. So I did that. I got there against everybody's odds, telling me, you don't need to be doing this. No one, your son wouldn't want you there. Bull.
Nanette says fate put her right where she needed to be, in a nearby camp close to her son's unit. For 2.5 years, she helped support the troops with basic necessities like food and lodging, and even hand-delivered care packages.
Even that just little piece was enough for me.
But this was the highlight of the trip, a ride in a Bradley, the fighting vehicle her son was riding in when he was killed by an IED.
These soldiers opened up a Bradley. We went through every piece of it, who sits where and what their job is, and I actually got firsthand knowledge of this Bradley, which put everything into place of what my son was doing when he died. As we were riding, I could feel the adrenaline rush. And the feel that I had of the sensation of it, it all went together. It all clicked. And that's just something I couldn't have done if I stayed here.
She also got to visit the memorial soldiers built for her son and spent a few days with Kyle's unit, where she learned more about who her son was in his final days.
He soaked up everything he could from everybody to make himself a better officer, a better leader, to do a better job himself. And 3 or 4 different guys told me that same story.
What this mother never imagined, a journey to understand her son's death, would teach her more about life.
And you have to find your own passion. You got to find what you are here for. And it's also about giving more than taking. And that's the things that he had figured out.
In Round Rock, Erin Cargyle, KXAN News.
Nanette also hopes she can share her experience with other military families who've lost loved ones in combat to help them work through their grief.